So if you have dizziness or imbalance, you know about the importance of grounding. So today we are going to do my top 5 exercises using a foam pad, ready to take that challenge up to the next level for that inner ear. So we know that unsteady surfaces challenge the vestibular system a little bit more. So we are going to use a foam pad instead of the floor to do our exercises today. So with that, let's get started on my top 5 exercises. Everything that we're going to do, we're going to do a version with eyes open, and then cautiously we're going to repeat that with eyes closed. If we do eyes closed, that really improves our sensation of grounding, makes us use our somatosensory input so we can keep our balance and then reduce dizziness. Okay, so exercise 1, put your feet together. Try to find that middle of your foot. Arms out if you need extra balance. Arms across if you would like an extra challenge. With eyes open, you are going to turn your head left and try to hold. Turn your head right and try to hold. Try to take away that sway. Repeat that 3 times with eyes open. Now, if you feel like you're going to fall, get a chair, stand by a wall, safety first. So after that, we're gonna do eyes closed. Now this is much harder. Try to find that middle of the foot. Close your eyes. It's okay to sway, but not to fall. So use the chair if you need to. And repeat that to the right. Now, if you are having a lot of difficulty, just open your feet and that will help you. So we'll do 3 with eyes closed. Now we're gonna repeat that with eyes open. So we look up with eyes open and down. And for a challenge, if you can, put your feet together if you feel safe enough. So close your eyes, go down and up. Now, if you have dizziness that's from the inner ear, this will be somewhat easier than if you have dizziness related to a central organ or of the brain. So if you've had a stroke, a tumor, MS, Parkinson's, and you have central vertigo, you may be at more of a risk for fall. So make sure that safety first, you do it with a partner or a chair nearby. Exercise 2 is going to be bend forward and look up. So eyes open, we bend forward, look up. 3 with eyes open, and I'm just going at a pace that feels comfortable and I feel safe. I wait for dizziness to go away in between each rep. Now with eyes closed, I should be able to do the same thing. I'm thinking about my feet. Am I a little bit too heavy on my toes? Am I too heavy on my heels? What do I have to do to correct that? So 3 each. Now the same for diagonals. So with eyes open, we go from the left to the right. 3 with eyes open. Again, am I too far forward? Do I need to sit back? Constantly calibrating and listening to your feet. Now we switch to eyes closed. And if you need to, just go slower. Eventually, you work up to a quicker pace. But if you need more time to calibrate and adjust, take that time. The most important thing is that 1, you don't fall, and 2, you feel safe in your body and like you're in control. We would repeat that the other diagonal. 3 with eyes open, 3 with eyes closed. All right, the next exercise is going to be squats. So a lot of people have dizziness when they are getting up out of a chair or from a couch, and they feel kind of uncomfortable with that up and down motion. So we're gonna do eyes open, and then we'll do eyes closed. And again, I'm focusing on my heels. Do I feel like my weight is in the same exact place that it was with my eyes open? Because it should, because I'm grounding and thinking about that. Let's do the clock exercise on the foam pad. That gets us really centered where we need to be. So my feet are apart. I'm going to let my weight fall forward onto my toes wherever I feel safe. My heels are really light, my toes are very heavy, my weight's just sliding forward. I hold that for 2 seconds, and then I repeat that going backwards. Now my toes are light, but my heels are heavy. So I hold that for 2 seconds. I repeat that 3 times with eyes open. And then I try to find the middle of my foot. So now I feel like I have control. I've went through the exercise with eyes open. We'll repeat with eyes closed. So close them. You go slower because you don't have your visual input, so your brain feels a little unsteady or unsafe here. It doesn't feel like it knows what it needs to do. So I go forward, hold it, and then slowly creeping to backwards and testing my boundaries. I feel safe there. So I'm gonna stop and then go forward to 12 o'clock, my toes. I'll do that 3 times with eyes closed, and then I'll find the middle of my foot. I feel safe here. I open my eyes, and then I repeat left and right. So I go to my 9 o'clock. I feel all that weight falling over onto my left side. Now my brain knows what it feels like to fall to the left. Now I have my weight going to my right side, and I repeat that 3 times with eyes open. Again, just letting the brain feel what it is to actually fall or sway one side to the other. Like, this is actual movement. And then I find middle. So we're trying to ignore that false perception of movement in the head by telling our body, hey, this is real movement because I'm voluntarily doing that, and this is how I get out of it. This is how I steady myself. Then we would repeat that with eyes closed. And middle. So hopefully you find these strategies helpful on how to progress your vestibular rehab program and how to enhance or progress your grounding program to get you feeling more steady when you're out and about, feeling like you're in control of your body and thus reducing your dizziness. So if you have any questions about that, just put them in the comments below. You know I'm happy to answer them. And until I see you next week, stay healthy, stay steady, and stay strong.